Hi guys, in this spreadsheet we have a data like student ID and the marks obtained. Based on the marks obtained, we have to calculate the grade. For example, the marks above 80 have the grade A, from 61 to 80 the grade will be B, and so forth. So to calculate the grade, one way is using the if statement, but using if statement you have to put lot of nested ifs to calculate this grade. So instead of that, there is a better way we can calculate this grade, and that is where we will be using Vlookup for calculating. Vlookup is a very interesting formula in the Excel, and it has multiple applications in a wide variety of solving the problem. Here, if you look at the top part of the Excel spreadsheet, there is a data which is like mark range. Then there is a data of grade cutoff, and then there is a grade associated with each cutoff. Now if you look at this data, we need to structure the data like the way we have structured it. For example, 0 to 40 marks range will have a grade D, 41 to 60 C, and so forth. And this marks range is like goes in the ascending order: 0 to 40, 41 to 60, and so forth. Similarly, the grade cutoff. This grade cutoff is arranged in such a way that the starting point of this range is we have to use in a grade cutoff. The lower base of this range will be the grade cutoff. Example: 0 to 40 grade cutoff 0, 41 to 60 grade cutoff 41, 61 to 80 grade cutoff 61, and so forth. Now once we arrange this data like this particular way, we can use it in the VLOOKUP. Very efficiently we can calculate the grade once the data get arranged like this and using VLOOKUP. Before we start the VLOOKUP, one small thing we have to do here is we have to give a range name to the data what we are going to use. For example, this is the data we are going to use in the VLOOKUP. So I have given some name to this particular part of the range, part of the data, and this name of this data, name of the data of this particular range is grading. One point to notice here, I am not using this data here. This is just for the description. Okay, so now once we have defined the grade, defined the range, now we can calculate the grade using VLOOKUP. So the formula for it is equal to VLOOKUP. Okay, it needs 4 parameter: lookup value, table array, column index, and range lookup. So what is the lookup value? So first parameter is the lookup value we have to give. So for what lookup, what value we want to look up into this particular data, means for what value we have to find the grade, and that value is this 72. So I am giving here the address of that 72, and that is B9. The next is table array. The table array are already defined using the grading, that range name grading. So that is the table array. The third thing, the third parameter we have to pass here is the column index. So in this range of the grading there are two column, column 1, column 2. Okay, so I need the grade. Okay, so that column 2 I want to put here column 2. And the fourth parameter, whether it is approximate match or the exact match, and it will be the approximate match, because this is the VLOOKUP we are using for the range, and that is why it is the approximate match. And so I'm putting here, I'm selecting this particular value for the fourth parameter, that is the approximate match, and I'll be close here the parenthesis, and I will get the grade for that. So I got the grade where the marks are 72. So 72 is for is between 61 and 80, so the grade is B, and I got the grade B. Now accordingly all these grades you can calculate just by using this VLOOKUP and double clicking this to get autofill, and that is the way you got the grade for all different marks obtained for different students. Alright guys, so this is a very simple, concise way of using VLOOKUP for this kind of application. It is a very scalable way you can use VLOOKUP. Thank you very much. Thanks.